Hello my friends and welcome to a new video. We're going to hope that I stay in the camera. I've got you on the weird gimbal thing I use for the rolling shots of cars, but in the car it seems to be a bad choice that I've made. But a little bit all over the place with it, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, this is only going to be a short part of the video while I drive up to the unit because I have been given my first car to sell. Now for you, those that don't know, I want to start up a car selling business, car trade, car flipping, whatever you want to see it like, but I want to be able to maximise my free time that I get in England by making some money and helping grow what I want in the future. Now, back when I was 17, I left college early I actually walked out of sociology class to go into my first proper job role, which was car sales. And I'm very, very grateful that I did because it gave me an insight into the world, how dealerships operate. And I'm not going to lie, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Unfortunately for me, this was back when we were going into a recession and the last in, so I was the first out and I was the youngest, so I was the easiest to get rid of. And they moved me over to a different dealership and I really didn't like the sales manager there. So I decided to pack it in and go start my own thing alongside working with my family. So that was where 621, my original business, kind of grew from after trying some online sales stuff. I've been through the ringer. I feel quite experienced in a lot of different roles. There's a little squirrel. But today, 2024, it's almost November, the last day of October today. I am well on the way to having a little business set up. I've been getting everything ready. The problem I've got is finding stock. Now, it seems like there's lots of people fighting for this now, which you can imagine in today's day and age. Car sales is definitely a good way to make a bit of extra money if you can hit the right cars, get the right stock and product. But I believe I can do this, and over the last few years I've been trying a little bit here and there. The Clio was one I tried, although that one I lost money on. That was a loss for me. Pierre, the Peugeot, was also a little side quest recently that I wanted to test. I was like, if I can sell this car and not lose money, I'm going to go for it. And I didn't lose money. In fact, I actually made a few £100 on that one, so that was pretty good in the grand scheme of things. But now, as we head to the unit, you're going to see the first car I've been given to sell. But unfortunately, I'm just selling this for my dad. It's his Chevy. You all have seen it before. I want to get it out, do a little walk around video because I want to put them on the social medias as well and give it a little speed detail before we do, make it look really, really shiny, really, really nice. But the main port of call for this video is to kind of show you the difficulties I'm finding in setting up, especially getting into the auctions. Have a look at this first car, which I think is a really expert level car to be trying to sell as a first vehicle, a 1960 Chevrolet Impala V8. I mean, this is not your Fiat 500 that someone's going to buy for their first car, although I might have one of those coming in very, very soon. And then we might have our first little Italian car to sell, which I'm very, very excited for as well. This is something that I do believe I can do. I do believe I'm going to be able to help it grow. I believe I'm going to be able to really enjoy doing this as well. I love car sales. I love the idea of being able to go to the auctions. I love the idea of bargaining with people, working with other car traders. I have managed to get into a little group of car traders, so I'm already one step in the door. It's just I need to be able to start buying and selling. I did look at a couple of other cars recently to potentially sell, but I'm nervous on my first one. I think it's fair to be nervous. I'll let this fella go on his motorbike first. I think it's fair to be a bit nervous, a little bit standoffishy, but we're heading off now to the BSA, lovely, to the unit because I want to show you the Chevy. It's going to be very hard to sell. I think I might even do a full feature video on it tomorrow for my main channel, just for something to do because I'm trying to maximize content for that. And I've got some other things I need to talk to you guys about. This is going to be a talky video, so I really hope you guys will leave some comments on the questions that I ask in the video. You can leave it down in the comments on YouTube or hit me up over on Instagram, and let's get to the unit. Come on, gently. Woo, good boy. So I want to just tell you guys how this has kind of come about, because recently I've been finding myself just kicking my heels around in my spare time, and I am a person that loves to be busy. In fact, it's important to me to be busy, to have stuff going on. But all of my hobbies, such as the drifting and everything else that I'm involved in, is so expensive. And I think after, 8-9 years of running around Europe doing it, it's really taken its toll on me. And I've just decided if I'm going to be spending my spare time doing something, I'm going to be making some money out of it, hopefully. Anyway, it's a risk, but I think that risk is part of what I love. So we're going to be jumping into the world of car sales. Hopefully, I'm praying. I'm putting it out into the ether. I have got the brand name in sorted for what will be the business. I'll show you the plates in a moment. They're going to look mint. So here are the number plates that I'm going to be using on the cars in the for sale pictures. Obviously, you can't really use it on the Chevy as they have import plates, which I'm going to have to buy as well if I want to get into this the way I want. I believe I can do this really well. I believe this is going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm not shy of hard work. So Cosmos Automotive, baby. Do you guys want me to explain the name? So basically, I'm going for this because years and years ago, when I wanted to break out of just being the Honda guy, which 621 was so engraved in Hondas, I made Cosmos Tuning, which was where I was selling parts on the side just for other brands. Hey, let me show you quick on the Z that we are currently leaning on cars like that, or better, like so, for photos, and I think it will look absolutely mega in the pictures, a little bit more professional, and it also means people won't be able to copy the number plates on the adverts, so I'll make people contact me, so we don't get a lot of people wasting my time. We've got some parts for the Z that I need to fit up this weekend, given the chance. It's time to show you the first car that I will be having listed. In fact, it is already listed on Facebook, and if anybody's out there looking for a crazy big American car, I'll link you down below. So it's now time for me to get it out of the unit. Well, we've got this beautiful summer day. It's nearly November and I'm warm. It is a bit mad, but yeah, it's good. It's very good. So here we are, my friends, the 1960 Chevrolet Impala 4-door sedan. It's a V8. It is absolutely beautiful condition for its age too. I'm going to do a little bit of a montage now so you guys can see it. I also do a little walk around video for the social medias just to show off the car. I think the 4K should make this car look absolutely beautiful, especially in this weather. So I'm going to get that done right now and then I'm back right with you. A bit of B-roll done and the walk around done for Facebook and stuff like that. I still need to do the upright one, but I really wanted to talk while I remember what I want to say. So the Chevy Impala, I'll tell you why these are such a great vehicle to step into the world of American classic car ownership. And it's because they sold so many of these. So so you are able to get examples like this for not insanely crazy money. The retail on this is $34,995. Now that is our valuation of the car, and we actually think we've valued it £5,000 cheaper than what we should have because we have a certificate from the insurance company giving it a guaranteed valuation of £40,000. So we thought if we go at $34,995, that looks great on the market. It's cheaper than what you'd get if you wrote it off from the insurance company. So that's a little positive, I guess. So not only is this car great value for running, and you can get a good condition one for not insane money, a lot of the car was shared within that GM, General Motors manufacturer line. So from this point here back, it's the same as multiple other cars, which means parts for this are super readily available within America at like the reproduction centers, which means I'm trying to get away from the dog, but he's following me, bless him. Reproduction centers, so replacement parts for these are so cheap, so it makes actually owning and maintaining them kind of fun. Obviously, my experience really lies within Japanese cars, and that is just pure pain, but that is another video for another day. So yeah, this is the first car that I am having under the Cosmos brand, although it's already listed online. If anybody does share any of the stuff I've got listed anywhere and it leads to a sale, I will compensate you guys with £50. So you get a little thank you for helping me sell the car. Like I said, unfortunately for me, this one won't actually make me any profit or any money. I'm using this as pure practice, and it also means I didn't have to buy a car for stock. Although I do think this is a bad car to start on to try, because I think it's going to be a specialist vehicle, obviously. So this is hopefully just going to bring people to the pages and stuff until we do find the right buyer for it. So I actually said earlier on how difficult I was finding it, and if I didn't, then I'm going to tell you. I'm finding it really difficult to get into this little world. I thought it'd be quite easy to set up with the auction houses. I thought the more people that are with them, it benefits them, but obviously you've got to have like filing history. You've also got to have a company set up with a business name and number, which I actually do have. It's not a problem, that one. But where I'm finding it difficult is a lot of these places want proof of insurance, which means trade insurance. So I rang up an insurance broker who I've used previously for my normal cars and my household stuff and that. And they said I had to get back to them in about a year, because the people they deal with won't deal with anybody that is new. So you have to have a year's worth of selling vehicles to get a trade policy through these other people. They recommended me a couple of other places, but I'm yet to chase them up because I am off to China in a week. So it's a kind of stupid, I think, for me to pay any money out when I'm not going to be buying or selling any cars really within the next week, unless it's this one, and this is a family vehicle anyway. But I am pretty determined on making this a little side hustle of mine. I really enjoy buying and selling cars. I think it'd be a lot of fun to be able to go to the auctions and buy a car, do a little bit of work on it, and then try and flip it for some profit. I think it'd make great content as well on the channel. There's a biplane going over my head. I don't know. I thought it'd be not just great content, like, because it actually means it's something I'm going to be doing. It's going to be like a job, so I have to do it anyway. And then I'll be able to film and rotate content through that off of a Cosmos YouTube channel, which I probably will make. I don't know whether I'll post anything on here. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try and like mix it up between both channels, maximize content. I'm not quite sure, but all I do know is this 350Z door is open. So if it rains, this is going to get water in it. Cool. But all I do know is that I really am looking forward to giving this a go. I love the idea of having my own little car dealership. It's always been a dream of mine. Also, I'm into my motorbike, so I'd love to step into that too. We'll have to wait and see, and I hope you'll hit subscribe on the channel. Yep, this is the first vehicle I will be selling, or at least trying. I am going to try and register on Cars and Classics to sell stuff like this, and also I've got it listed on Facebook on my page, but I need to list it on Marketplace properly. And then we need to step into the world of car sales. Do you think I'm mental starting a car sales business and motorbikes? So that's another thing I'm going to be doing. I just need to be able to get into the auctions. It'll be cars and motorbikes that I'll be trying to trade to sell. And it's going to be difficult, I believe, especially in today's day and age. And also with the government wanting to kill off new car sales of petrol and diesel vehicles by 2030, which I don't think is going to happen. Personally, I think they can try all they want, but the infrastructure is just not there for an electric UK just yet. But even if it is, we will be able to still buy and sell old vehicles, which is my whole goal, is to keep a lot of these old cars on the road. Now, I think there's going to be a separate video on the Z very, very soon, so I won't bore you anymore with that. I just wanted to kind of touch base with you, get a little vlog filmed. Like I said, this channel is my little expression channel where I can kind of do whatever I want and talk as much as I want, and there doesn't really have to be a guide. And yeah, I think it'll be cool. If I do make a Cosmos Automotive YouTube channel, I hope you'll tune in. That'll be car sales. That'll be purely down to car sales, but I'm going to wait to see if I can get approved for any of the auctions. I'm one last one. I've got one last one that I'm trying to get on. And if that doesn't happen, I honestly don't know where to go from here, because I think Facebook Marketplace, where I've been looking for cars as well, it's full of scammers, really bad scammers actually. And I think I'm only aware of it because I've been buying and selling cars my whole life as it stands anyway. But now I'm trying to look at it for a business model. Wow, it's really bad. It's really bad. But what I'm going to do next, business plan, full business plan, where I've got some actual plan of action in. When I'm back from China, I'm definitely going to be looking to get a car or two on the yard to tidy up, to make good, put an MOT on it, and then get it listed and try and flip for some profit. The main reason is cost of living is insane in England, and I've mentioned this every single time because I don't know if you're watching from the UK or not. If you are, we're all feeling it, no matter where you are on the ladder. Unless you are one of them elite, ultra rich, it is suffering, it is pain. I want to have side money. I want to have a bit of extra income because I'm very passionate about my drifting. I live in just outside of Colchester in Essex, and the nearest proper drift track, to me, a proper drift track is Driftland or Mondello Park in Ireland, where there are real racetracks that let you do it or they're purpose built for it. I know we have Teesside and other go-karting tracks, but still, even Teesside is like 6-7 hours from me. It needs hotels, it needs all of that sort of malarkey. It's just very expensive. So if I want to do the drift stuff, we need an extra cash for it. Also, we want to finish the builds. I've obviously got the S15 that's still not moved. God knows when this is going to be getting touched. At this point, I'm just kind of leaving it to do its thing for now. The MX-5, I might tidy up and try and buy a set of OEM wheels for it. In fact, I'm going to show you which ones I want. Those ones, I want those wheels for it. If we can get this MX-5 back on the road in a really good condition that I'll be proud of, this will be stock too, because I think this would have a lot of profit in it if I can do this as cheap as I can in here. It'll be a cool little project as well, but once again, it's all about time management. And I know when you're watching from the outside in, it looks like nothing ever happens with me in here, but I do have a life outside of this. Unfortunately, I wish I could be a YouTuber full time. I think that'd be amazing, but at the same time, it seems like a lot of stress. But the Z is up for the final bits for the winter series that I've entered in. That will all be documented on here too, so we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So I'm sorry this has been a long, chatty video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you had a cup of tea or something alongside me doing this down here today. I hope it's looked all good on the DJI. It looks amazing in this little camera. Oh, it is a phenomenal looking machine. I'm gonna be gutted seeing this go. It's been part of the family for, God, 10, 15 years. Can't even remember when Dad got it. I've done more driving in it than him, I think. I'm going to be really, really sad to see this go, but I will be doing a full feature video, maybe tomorrow, on this car. We will wait and see. But from now, from me, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm not going to bore you anymore. This is my first car to try and sell. It's all listed on the social medias as I speak. So if you want to go give that a share for me, that'd be massively appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next video, of which I think you'll see this come together. It should be really good. I'll see you guys soon.